Here we are again. This is our third video. Jason's reading a book because he's too good for a movie, so I'm going to go ahead and steal his place mark. Ten of Hearts, which is my favorite card. We've got some interesting things to talk about, but we're going to save those for another video. So, for 2 weeks, I was teaching at a small private school called OSCON. One is in Bakakoi, one's in Chapa. The one in Chapa I was teaching kindergarten and second grade. In Bakakoi, I was teaching kindergarten and level, it's like pre-K, it's like 3 and 4 year olds that are babies, and they don't speak any English. So trying to direct these children and trying to give them directions and instructions was next to impossible. So I'm screaming at these kids, wall, get on the wall, line up, line, wall, and then physically moving the kids against the wall and trying to pin them against the wall. And they weren't listening, and they're running around, and I'm trying to form a London Bridge is falling down. So I'm like, put your hands up. And so, like, hands up, don't shoot. And I really wanted to shoot them because they weren't listening to me. The beginning of the class, like, you put kids in different groups or teams because Turkish children are very, very competitive. And so you want to use that. You want to utilize that as a teacher because it keeps them in line. So you have these, little points under Team Flash or under Team Flash Princess or Elsa. The movie Frozen is widely popular. I've not seen it. So people are telling me all these different characters, like, I don't know who that is, I don't know who that is, draw it for me. And they just start crying because I don't draw it right. Like, this one kid started crying because I didn't draw Batman right. He kept saying Batman and something else. I was like, Batman, okay, I know what Batman looks like. And I would draw this really fat Batman because I'm a terrible artist. So Batman had these big plump cheeks. He's like, no, higher, 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 which means no. And he's like, Batman this, Batman this. And I don't know what that means. Batmobile? No! He starts crying and, like, has to leave class. So that was a difficult experience. Anyway, long story short, I signed a contract after this 2-week experience. It was actually not a very bad experience. It was really cool, but difficult nonetheless. And so signed a year contract with the school for the next year. So that means I need to get residency. It means we both need to get residency. It's something we're kind of working on. And there's a lot that is entailed with getting residency. One of those things is growing tails. So that is the first and the foremost responsibility that we need to do, is figure out how we intend to grow tails. You want to take it away from there?
I thought you had it going pretty good.
Yeah.
It's my impression of Nathan. How am I going to get through to these kids? Oh, is this your card?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Take it.
How did you do that? It's an amazing trick.
I've been studying magic.
10 of Hearts.
Because the newspaper got taken over and everybody went to jail, and I escaped by rappelling down the balcony by a giant Turkish flag. So now I'm a street musician where I sing songs about magic.
It was not a Turkish flag. It was a string of Turkish flags that you pulled out from somewhere.
Right. Studying magic has been useful because I pull it out of my long sleeves. Then I rappelled down. Actually, so what really happened is that nobody got arrested. We were very fortunate in that the police raid that was pending never happened. And then the ruling party got sort of creamed in the elections, and now I think they might be too afraid to arrest opposition journalists.
Because they're lactose intolerant.
Right.
Because they got creamed.
Oh, that's terrible. It's just but the ruling there's no government now. They're going to try to form a government. They're going to fail. There'll be another election. They'll probably win, and then they'll arrest people. So I'm always looking out for another job.
So street musician.
Street musician.
Musician? Magician?
Where I sing about magic.
Oh, man.
So I have songs about being a wizard.
Sweet.
I know, right?
I can't wait. So apparently...
You're going to invite me to come sing at your school.
Yeah. Done. Maybe. One thing you cannot do is this magic trick. Is the old, I got your nose trick. Because this is very offensive in Turkey. It's the same as a middle finger. Someone learned that the wrong way.
Someone did?
Fortunately, it was not me, because I was told not to do that.
So you were going around to little kids doing this?
No.
You were like, hey, little kids.
Also, peach means bastard. So I was trying to teach kids about the various parts of the various kinds of fruit. And so I brought a coloring book in, and I had pears and apples and bananas. And like, oh, this one's a peach. And they go, peach? I'm like, peach. That's kind of weird. I didn't realize peach meant bastard until after class. When a teacher pulled me aside and said, hey, listen, you're fired. No, that didn't happen.
So this is our new house. we're about to leave. We've been here for 2 weeks.
And we'll be here for another 2 weeks. And then we're going to walk away. We're going to be cat sitting for a lot of people because there's a million cats in Istanbul, and there's so many cats, in fact, that they have cat apartments all over the city. So we're going to be here for a little bit longer, and thank you for watching our terrible, terrible video. Make sure to tune in next week when we have some actual interesting things going on, because we are both going to ride a hot air balloon up above Istanbul.
Are we? We're going to ride a hot air balloon?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
didn't know that? And then we're going to drop snakes on everyone.